It's Bussey. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. On the run, it's Paul. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Reed. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team of the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line.
Turning it on! He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. Running into the open space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the Raptors are shaking.
And they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hold and fired complete. At the 35, he's open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And he just chucks it into the 4th row. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Bears want to move quickly.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football.
Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown, Bears! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Makes the catch. It's Brown.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. The quick out. Open space at the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Jumped on top of the pile.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The Aggies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Now improvising. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's.
There he goes. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This would have been a massive field goal try from 55 yards out. Instead, they'll go for it and try to convert on fourth down. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The give to the left side. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room. It's Washington. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Keeps it on the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And they tried to sneak the draw in there, and the defense was not fooled.
You know, there's an art to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
And the defense, you could tell, they weren't fooled. They were agreeing with your painting by numbers and got in there quick, fast, and made the play.
No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Oh, he's got some space. Ball is loose. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's Reed. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Pulls it in on the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A&M comes back out with another first down. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got a chance. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Sets up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and he got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding the situation, understanding, they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
The Aggies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They go to the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Reed. Fires to the big fella. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Smashes through the tackle. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Bears! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisiana has just had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 14 to Marshall. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 7. 17.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day.
He's got it on the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Reed. Gonna let it fly. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. On the run, still looking. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going to the run to start this second half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Brown. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The sure hands, it's Brown. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Grab near the sticks. It's Washington. Gets it all the way in inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Here's the handoff. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Dances away to buy time. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Reed. Using his feet to buy time. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space. So if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Nice run. Great job by the running back. Making a cut, getting north-south, getting some positive yards. Now setting up a 4th and short decision for you. What do you got on deck? What are you going to call?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And the Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Baylor! And the route is on. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside CUSA today. Sam Houston went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Bearcats team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Reed. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the move at the 30. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They'll run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That's caught. It's Paul. Still running at the 40. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Texas A&M going up tempo.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Moving out of the pocket. Turning it on. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize it.
Touchdown, Aggie! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And it's so many times these don't work. You practice them all week long. Nobody jump off sides. Make sure you stay on side. Get down there as quick as you can. Hit the first person in front of you. Try to get a lucky bounce. And, man, if they didn't get one, and get the big onside kick.
Might be calling a hot route. Sends it back in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Make it happen. Right. Set.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
All right, let's get it.
Now on first down from the 28. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Texas A&M going quickly. They'll run it. It's Paul. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. To the air on first down. Here's a heat.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
He caught it! And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Paul. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Check, check. Black 20 up. Set.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Aggies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And the extra point was good. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Touchdown, Bears! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Oh, they're after him. He's not afraid to go deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. And the Aggies moving quickly to the line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot.
Looking for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now you get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They want that clock to run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
To the air on 2nd down. Wide open, makes the catch. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror and see if they can get this thing right.
Yeah, they got hammered. Like, this was not competitive. This was a bad performance, and the committee watches every single week. And being the #1 team in the country, obviously you got some pressure on you, but this squad's got to perform better. They got to show up, man. This was an embarrassing loss, and Jesse, they're going to have to get some things fixed if they want to go try to compete for the ultimate prize.
I think the problem, if you're the head coach of this former #1 team, is that you've got a lot of problems to solve. What went wrong? Because they never even showed up. They didn't even look motivated in this game, and they got dominated in all 3 facets on the field. This isn't just a one-solution fix. There are a lot of question marks now. They're going to be revolving around this program, and a lot of doubters now from the outside. A lot of that energy is going to start seeping in.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.